Hello, we are Anonymous. There has been a lot of confusion since our creation back in 2003, and this confusion is justified because our goals have developed and changed since we started. I want to go through and explain what exactly Anonymous is and what we do. Anonymous originated as part of the image board called 4chan. On this board, we slowly began to group ourselves into so-called moral fags and leader fags. A moral fag was someone that had a political agenda on the board, and a leader fag was someone interested in starting a movement or operation. These types of people, interested in making a difference, navigated away from image boards like 4chan, and began to use internet relay chat systems to communicate more freely and extensively. Since then, Anonymous has been called many things, from terrorists to saints. We are not terrorists nor are we saints. We operate simply to do what we feel is right, even though it may go against traditional ideas or methods of bringing justice. There is no leader of Anonymous, no single person commanding us, we are all equals. While there are separate groups which fall under our name, each with their own founders, they all still follow the basic ideals of Anonymous itself. We have become famous with our attacks on the Church of Scientology, our alignment with the Occupy movement, and most recently with our attack on the Westboro Baptist Church. As you can see, the things which we are known for are not horrible terrorist ideas, instead they are representative of the free world, who do not buy into propaganda, greed, or other malicious ideas from organizations and governments. Our means of protesting and fighting organizations and governments are not always looked as good, but in the end our attacks through denial of service and hacking are only for the better of humanity, despite what some may like to claim. The most important and misunderstood part of Anonymous is that we are not a so-called organization or group. Instead, Anonymous is something that is unique, and every person in the world has the ability to become anonymous. Anonymous has no leader, and instead is led by anyone willing to step forward and fight against corruption, greed, and other disgusting ideals. Anybody can be anonymous, but realize that being anonymous means more than just calling yourself a member. Being anonymous means living in a way that fights for bettering society as a whole, and doing whatever you can to help the cause. If your personal ideals and opinions align with that of Anonymous, the next step is to become a so-called member. Becoming a member of Anonymous is simply becoming an active person in our society. We operate on internet relay chat networks and social networks, mainly Twitter. Links to our various internet relay chat networks will be below. But before trying to run into a chat and act like one of us, please take your time to learn how to really be a member. In order to even be in our chat networks, you must have some sort of anonymity ability from your internet service provider. To obtain this, you should look into the Onion router, or even better, a paid virtual private network. These will both shield you from potential leaks to governments and organizations, making you anonymous. Never, and I repeat never, use personal information as a member of Anonymous. This means you are no longer called by your real name, and other identifying things are left behind. By becoming anonymous, you help yourself, and us, as a whole, stay safe. This will get you started, but there is much more to becoming an active member of Anonymous. I will cover more in future videos, but for now, begin setting yourself with the appropriate tools such as a virtual private network and the Linux operating system, if you are a hacker. Please understand that Anonymous is not for everyone. If you participate in any sort of hacking or denial of service attacks, there is always a risk of being in serious trouble, and while it is unlikely this will be the case, if you take precautionary measures, Anonymous is not for the faint-hearted. Lastly, you do not need to be a hacker to be anonymous, you must simply align yourselves with our ideals, and move with us towards our goals. We are anonymous, we are legion, we do not forgive, we do not forget. Expect us